Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be reacting to a new SunlessKhan video he made. Out of Rocket League, I'm old myself. These videos are funny because they're always like the opposite ends. It's like, meet the youngest kid, the new god in Rocket League, or like meet the old man who plays Rocket League. It's like meet the fetus who's grand champ. He's just a fetus, but he's still grand champ. So we are reacting to this 7-year-old has 7,000 hours in Rocket League. Wow, that's 7,000 hours? Really? Damn. Okay.
I found a 70-year-old Rocket League player, and you would not believe how invested in gaming this guy is.
You know, I had a choice, go play golf or play Rocket League. I chose Rocket League, it's cheaper.
I think you're the oldest Rocket League player I've met.
What's the correlation between golf and Rocket League? I know that Goldfire plays golf too, and Bredos plays golf too, and this guy plays golf too. Weird.
Or I've even heard of,
Oh.
now that I think about it.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
Vapor is 70 years old, but he has the passion, curiosity, and excitement of a gamer in the prime of his life.
You may be 70, but if you have that real competitive spirit, which I always have, you're still only 18. Oh, I'm sorry.
I still feel 18. I'm
Fucking hey, they did it right.
about to turn 30 next year, though.
Oh, yes, you are old, you poor thing.
So yeah, this video is going to be a little bit different. We didn't really do anything interesting gameplay-wise. We were just messing around with a couple of his Rocket League friends. But that's because the conversation was so interesting, any challenge or ranked gameplay would have gotten overshadowed by Vapor's personality anyway.
I don't know if you watch the show Ted Lasso.
Of course.
Rojas, he says, football is life. Football is life. Me, Rocket League is life.
Yes. I went into this recording not expecting all that much, and maybe you aren't expecting much either.
good.
But it turns out I was wrong. This guy really threw me off with how insightful and knowledgeable he was in Rocket League, with tons of surprises up his sleeve. So just make sure to watch to the end because he told me he has one
But just going for this gameplay, I'm gonna take a guess. Maybe he's high diamond champ.
request to achieve his dream in Rocket League. And I think a lot of you could probably help him out with that and make that dream come true.
I am so dedicated to this game. My kids and my grandkids are number one, but pretty much I live in Rocket League if I'm not hanging out with my kids and my grandkids.
That's amazing.
I think Rocket League is a 1 in a million game because it's one of the only games that really fills that competitive spirit that you just have.
Yeah. I found sports games don't quite have that.
No.
It's too simulated.
Yeah, I agree. Too much RNG. And it doesn't make me have to go out and use the knees that, just don't work anymore.
Vapor, you might be a 70-year-old version of me.
There you go.
All right, well, let's see if you keep that positive attitude on the field as well. Maybe you'll
Okay,
get a
now
little
we're
toxic. That'd be kind of funny.
I'm not a toxic player.
Maybe you're not me. So how did you guys all meet?
Well, it was October 2020 when I started playing.
Man, that's kind of recent.
Yeah, I've been playing a whole lot.
I was friends with a group of guys. Our friend Zen was part of that group. Then we all started playing together, and that's how all of us got hooked up.
You guys are kind of in a little group a little bit. These are your Rocket League buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a good
Yep,
family
we
going
got-
right now.
If you don't count trading time, I probably have a good 6,000-7,000 hours in this game. Champ is the highest I've ever got. It takes a lot of effort at my age. I hear the word sweaty. Well, guess what? I even play casual sweaty. I can't help it.
I'm not sweaty at all. I mean, I'm a little bit. I try to play my best. But this guy is right. I mean, about Rocket League. Rocket League is the first game, personally, for myself that really ignited that competitive spirit in me.
It's just part of my
I'm with you there.
competitive nature. I want to win. I don't play games to lose. I play games to win. I want to play games just get in and push buttons and oh crap.
You are a real Rocket League player if you can do that. That was the ultimate test right there, the open net, and you actually passed by missing.
Give me a hard shot and you'll see me make a goal. Open that goal right in front of me and I'll probably miss.
See what Vapor's got. Oh, calm, collected in the back.
Yeah, okay. I laugh because it's like, yeah, let's see what happens in the next 30 seconds.
Like, you ever hit a really good shot in a game and you're like, okay, I don't really care what happens the rest of the game because I had my moment in that game.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
You nailed it on the head. That's another reason I compare Rocket League to golf. I played golf.
Wait, that feeling is true though. But I only got that feeling during casual. In casual, if I had a good shot, and we do the game, I don't care because it's casual, But in rank, it doesn't matter if I have like a really cool shot if we still lose,
all the time. I have an addictive personality, let's call it. Anything I start, I give it everything I've got. Anyway, even though I sucked at it, if I hit the ball once and I hit it really well, I was coming back again, no question about it. Rocket League's the same way. You'll get that one shot that is just so clean, and you'll go, oh, I can do this. I would love to be able to freestyle. I practice a lot of freestyle type stuff, but it's hard to master. But that's what makes it so freaking cool.
Dude, this guy he's freaking video on myself. I'm not 70, okay? But I'm reaching 40. And I picked up this game very late. But it doesn't matter. I mean, you just love the game and have a passion for it. You'll get good at it.
Would love to see you in a lobby with freestylers setting you up.
Yeah, that'd be pretty funny. I remember when I first saw this game, I said, what a stupid game.
Yep.
I looked at it, I thought, who the hell cares you hit a ball with a car? It sounded like the...
I didn't think that at all. I actually thought from the first time that I saw this game that it looked cool as hell. I just never got around to play it until they made it free to play. I think one of my biggest regrets in gaming, probably, I don't have a lot of regrets in gaming, but I do regret not getting this game at launch, honestly.
Dumbest thing in the world, but then I played it and I'm going, wow, this game's pretty cool.
Play it if more people just tried it.
Oh, I agree 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I will bet you that a lot of people look at it and go, nah, that's just dumb. Especially older.
No, you know what? Not to, I guess it's true to an extent. I have some friends that I play it with, and we all pretty much picked it up around the same time. And a lot of us have stayed hooked on the game. You know what I mean? But I also have some other friends, mainly my local friends, that play the game, and they're like, "Oh no, that game's too hard to see. The skill ceiling cap is just too hard. I mean, how do you even hit the ball?" Because they never really got past bronze and silver. You know what I mean? They thought it was just. They think Rocket League is one of those games that just you it'll come naturally to get good at it. And that's true to understand if you just play a lot. But at the same time, you need some kind of focus on Rocket League, on what to train. You know what I mean? Some people you can just, like I said, you can just get better by playing a lot, and having good positioning. Just being like a somewhat smart player, you can get pretty far. But at the same time, you need to understand that it's not gonna come easy at first. And if you're a person that doesn't like to play hard games or doesn't want to invest the time in it, it's too much. It's not for you. But if you invest time, I found in myself that the more time I invested on I saw myself gradually getting better, and that was rewarding to me. That's what made me keep coming back to it.
Yeah, and older people who grew up without video games at all. All they did was real sports. You look at these pros and you look at these kids, the Daniels and the Aquas, they have to go to school, they have to play the game, they have to put in the time. But I'd be willing to bet that they don't even have half of the amount of time in this game I do. They are wired, and just their spatial awareness, something, looks at things differently than the normal average brain.
I think it's the same in professional athletes where they study their brains and they're like, these guys, something's different about these guys. They learn so much faster.
Oh gosh, there we go. Baby.
Well, I mean, I don't know the exact science behind it, but it's like a common thing to say that kids just absorb stuff a lot quicker and they implement it a lot quicker. And then when they start to implement it, they start to modify it to make it better and faster, which is why you see how Rocket League has evolved from what it was to what it is now, because every new generation is picking it up, and they're already learning what the past generation had to work through for hours and hours and months and maybe even years. They're learning that in months because that knowledge is being passed down to the point where it's just like this is just how you play Rocket League now. Now you gotta do like wave dashes. Now you gotta do the speed flip on the kickoff. Those kind of things back then, people were just discovering it and mastering it, and like I said, the new generation just absorbs that and they modify it, and they make it better, and they keep evolving it. They keep pushing the limit on it, you know.
I watched when Flakes used to stream a lot. I used to watch him a lot because I appreciated his patience, his perfection. You know, his style was just different than 99.9% of people who played a game. You know, he's got theories. You don't challenge in a 2v2 if you're last man, period. How do you incorporate that into your game but still make it fit? It's an interesting concept. What?
You know what about Flix? I'm sorry I'm passing a lot, but I just love Rocket League, and I love talking about. I watch a lot of Rocket League videos, and I just consume all the same stuff that this old guy does. So Flakes, I don't think that Flakes has a playing style. He is unique, I'll say this, but I don't think he's like super unique in the same sense that I've seen other players play his kind of style of game, which is very defensive, very patient, you know, very smart. But Flakes, I do think he's the only one that breaks it down for you to know how to do it. He explains the mindset of that kind of play style better than anybody I've seen because he's a very vocal person. And some people think he's mean or whatever.
Why is it that all my freaking shots get blocked?
Yeah.
I can't score a goal. Every one that I would score, it gets blocked. I guess I need to learn more cool stuff.
You pretty much described my life.
Hey, one
There you
winning!
go.
Yay! Obviously, I'm playing with kids 99.9% of the time. Anybody below, 40, pretty much a kid to me. My kids are older than 99% of the people I play with.
That's a mind-blowing fact right there.
Yeah.
That actually makes me feel way better.
My
Makes me feel
oldest
better,
son
too.
is 44. They're older than every one of you guys. Some of my best friends are, under 25 years old. We won't even play sometimes. We'll just be chatting about life.
I feel like we're going to see that way more in the future. Because think about as the generations of gamers age, bridges generations a little bit.
Oh,
yeah,
exactly. You don't realize until you get and start playing on them.
You know, me and my friends, we all have kids, and we're all gamers. This is gonna be, it's been going for a while now, maybe even in the past generation. This is a generation of gaming parents. You know what I mean? Some people have parents and they think they're very traditional. Parents never game or whatever, or they never chat or whatever. Although parents are on Facebook nowadays, but they're never in the cool places where the kids think they own them, whatever. But as time is gonna move on, you're gonna find older people there because we're all connected to the internet.
Fine. Yeah, I mean, you have a relationship with your grandparents and your grandchildren, but who would think of a 23-year-old and a 70-year-old hanging out for hours?
You never really think of it as like, yeah, you can be buddies with 60-year-olds. Like,
Yeah, I know.
man, I didn't know this conversation was going to go that deep. That's actually really interesting to think about. Oh, so you were a bit of a trader, you said?
Well, I used to trade.
Well, it's because it's true. I mean, we have our circumstances in life, or like we live in different situations, but we can be from other countries. We can have different ages, as long as we have like chemistry when we talk. That's all that matters. The chemistry that you have with people and that you build with people. Your age, your gender, your sex, or whatever, your nationality doesn't really matter. If you want to find a common ground with somebody, you can. That's the thing. If you want to find a common ground with anybody, you can if you make an effort. If you want to put up walls and divide yourself, you can do that too. But I mean, it's all up to you and your perspective.
I used to trade some,
A
not
little
a
bit of a
lot.
collector?
Yeah, a little bit, not much. I'm much more into what can I do in the game.
Same.
But it's still, it's cool to have a great, a really cool boost or a cool explosion, car or whatever. Yeah, that's fun. Oh, I love trading a bunch of my stuff and getting like a new banner that says something I'll never use. That's
Yeah, right?
It's funny
I never
because my
trade.
response time is slower, my reaction time is slower than most, so forth and so on. My goal has always been, can the brain compensate for that and still get me to GC? Because that's my goal. Rocket League has been a huge boon
I
for
sure
me.
can.
I've had cancer twice and I've survived it twice, beat it twice.
Damn.
I'm in my third year of remission for the second time, been through treatments twice, tough part of life. Rocket League has been a huge, huge part of my recovery regime, if you will.
That's amazing.
Because you got to find, when you get something that serious in your life, you have to find something to occupy your mind, or it just goes crazy.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So anyway, as you get older, you get all kinds of bullshit that goes on with your body.
Hell yeah.
Something to distract from that.
Yeah.
I think that's true for a lot of people, honestly.
Yeah.
With problems big or small, you know?
Yep.
Let me tell you something. If anybody watches this, which I doubt, maybe, and if you're young, you're in your 20s or even younger, your body feels invincible once you're at that age. I remember being that age, feeling invincible, dude. I would mess up my body in unimaginable ways. I did a lot of drugs, did a lot of drinking, and not only that, just bad habits in terms of eating in general. And it didn't affect me much. But once you start getting older, dude, all that shit affects you in like a big way. Health becomes a priority in your life. And that's why you see a lot of people, old people, they care about health and they care about family. And they always care about how is your sister doing or whatever. Is she in good health? Because that's sort of the kind of things that start to become priority once you become old. Because you figure out those one of the kind of things that are one of the most crucial things in life. Being healthy and that you're having a good family and that your family is healthy too. Money.
Whether it's cancer or just like the test next week that you should probably be studying for.
Find your diversion, you know?
Do you ever get frustrated in Rocket League, though? Like, does it ever have the opposite effect?
Honestly, I don't. It doesn't bother me. Cancer changes your perspective on life. It just does. And I've just decided that there's just nothing worth really getting upset about. You know? It's way too short. So, anyway.
Maybe you should be a Rocket League coach, actually.
No, it's true. I mean, I feel the same way because every time I do get upset at Rocket League, it's momentarily. I don't carry it with me. I just get upset at the little moment, and it doesn't really trigger me to the point of like quitting. Sometimes if I'm having a really bad day and I'm being a whiny baby, I do quit. Okay, but that's very rarely. And I recognize at that point, I just have a negative attitude. I just have a shitty day. I just have a shitty attitude that day. You know what I mean? But as soon as I turn it off, 10 minutes later, I'm cool, dude. Like, it doesn't really, I feel it doesn't really, the anger doesn't really stays with me, but the joy does. You know what I mean?
I taught karate for quite a few years.
I know karate, okay.
The perspective of young guys is just different. I don't hang out with older, I won't say old people, but older people. They talk about crap that's just not interesting.
It's boring, yeah.
Maybe you are a rare case. Maybe you are just like really young at heart. That'd be really funny if you found another like gamer your age that felt the exact same way as you. I bet they're out there.
They probably are, but I have never found anybody that puts the amount of time in and is willing to work as hard at the game as I am. That's old.
Yeah.
I mean, probably average at least 4 or 5 hours a day in Rocket League.
You're a legit grinder. Like, you're legit.
Let me tell you something. Okay, those old people that he was talking about that are boring, those people were boring when they were young. Okay, and let me tell you what I think it is. There's some people that focus too much on mundane things. They when they talk, they're always talking about mundane things. So I went had to work today, and I took this route on the highway. But then I was like feeling a little hungry, so I went to McDonald's. They say a lot of mundane shit that's just boring. Okay, people like that, I've seen them. Young people like that, they're just fucking boring. They're dull people, and sometimes they're dull people for my kind of personality. Those kind of people are fine. There's nothing really to hate about them. They're just, for me, they're uninteresting because they focus too much on mundane stuff. Interesting people, or what I would say are more interesting people, are people that focus on ideas, on concepts, on using your imagination. Stuff like that, which this guy, just by talking, this old guy, clearly has because he's indulging, creative thoughts and expressing them. He's not talking about, just boring shit. You know what I mean?
On the grind, Rocket League main, aren't you?
Well, yeah, it's almost embarrassing when you really think about it.
Not in this community.
What's the matter? You don't have a life? Pretty much, no, I don't have a life. And gaming is in my heart. I actually had a game published in '84.
No way. What?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's called Ringside Seat. You'll see Carl Saraceni as the developer, and that's me.
That's amazing. What platform was it?
Okay, here we go. Yeah, it really dates me. Apple II.
Let's go. That's sick. The one with the little disc at
Come
the bottom
on,
of
how
it.
did you know you're not gonna
And
be
a
a gamer?
Commodore 64.
He's been a gamer all his life, dude.
So you're
I know.
actually a gaming legend.
My love for game and love for meeting people, I really enjoy the camaraderie that gets built.
Have you thought about streaming and stuff?
I have, and I have OBX. I've already loaded it, and then I thought, man, I watch what all these other people do with their streams. I would need somebody to help me. My dream is to find a coach who's got the patience to coach me, help me get where I'm trying to get, maybe do some streaming. Okay, my dream is I would love to stream and get help from people in Rocket League, and I'll help them with old age wisdom.
Sounds like a fair exchange.
It's just about life. What can we do to make things a little bit
This
better?
dude,
Video.
he's so funny. He's like, dude, I can pay you in wisdom, okay? I can't pay you in cash, but I can pay you in old man wisdom. I mean, I love the way he talks about it. He's so full of hope, and you can tell he's really passionate about it.
Games can really have a big effect. I realize I'm 70. I know I'm in the third trimester of my life. I get that. So how do I get through that third trimester not thinking about the fact that it's the third trimester? I want to do things that I can say, man, I had a blast today. And I do that every day, frankly. I want to be the best. Everything I do, I want to be the best. I can't help it. It's my personality. I know internally that I can't be the best at everything I do, but I want to be.
I have to tell myself all the time, like, why am I taking Rocket League so seriously? Because I know I'll never be the best. But I want to be the best that I can be, at least.
Yes. Bingo. I know you got a lot of crap on your plate, so taking the time out to talk to me means a lot to me, son. It really does.
I wanted to trade something with you. So I just recently acquired an alpha set, and I thought it'd be cool if I gave you the alpha cap. Have you ever seen that?
No, but I'm excited now. Oh, how cool.
The oldest alpha in the game. So I think you deserve the alpha cap, the gold cap.
There you go, baby. Well, if I had something that I thought you didn't have, I'd trade you it tenfold.
Let's see what you got.
All right, let me find
Surprise
something.
me.
Okay, I will. Well, you probably already have this, but I'm going to give it to you because particular activity is a thinking man's game, and that's what I see Rocket League as.
Ah, the game piece. Yes.
Sunless, I'm telling you, I can't thank you enough.
Couldn't think of a better person to own
Oh,
it.
look how cool. That baby.
Oh, yeah, look at you.
That bad boy's on now, man.
That's cool. Yeah, it's one of the rarest hats. If you play enough with it, people will be like, wow, you got the alpha cap.
Yeah, it looks great. That's awesome. Thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Dude, Sunless is, if not my favorite Rocket League content creator, he's among them. He's definitely. I just love his videos. I'm sorry, yeah, like I said, I'm sorry I talked so much about it, but I just like the conversation on it. And it parallels to me because even though I'm not 70, I'm 38. I have this problem too. Also, I have a group of friends that are younger than me, and they all call me the old man, and that's so fun or whatever. But it weighs on me a little bit because you're like, maybe I'm too old to play this game. And you're not. This guy is 70 and he's still killing it. So, yeah, that was my reaction to SunlessKhan. If you have any suggestions, please post them in the comments and I'll be sure to react to them. See you guys later.